Hey, this is Travis. Welcome back to Rods and Mods. I'm here with Robbie Azevedo and his beautiful...
well, it's a 48 Chevy, or it started out as a 48 Chevy panel truck. We didn't really know what to classify it as. My dad classifies it as a Blazer.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it.
The indoor car circuit does Roadster Pickup, so it's just kind of been a Roadster Pickup.
Roadster Pickup. So, what was the inspiration behind this?
My dad likes this advanced design Chevy trucks. It's what he learned to drive on. So he has an extended cab version that's four-wheel drive, and he always wanted a two-wheel drive Blazer. So it's a shortened panel with the roof cut off and has lots of modifications, more than just that.
Oh yeah,
so it's kind of a Blazer like he would have wanted, and then along the way,
thing's modified.
Yeah. And then along the way, we just kind of cut and made things and found parts. And
is there anything original in it, like in shape and body style?
The most original piece is the dash, which is out of a 54 Chevy truck. And in fact, from side to side, it's completely original with just the ashtray welded up. And then I built the cluster that the gauges are in to kind of give it like an instrument cluster look with lots of depth.
Okay. It's pretty roomy, so you probably lengthen this a bit too.
Yeah, the doors are 4 inches longer, so they're made from 2 doors on each side. The body, I think, was 13 inches shorter. The rear of it's been sectioned up. The front fenders have been raised up. The running boards are tighter to it and all one piece. So the whole thing's lower and longer than it would have been.
Was there, what was the inspiration behind the name Impression? Is there a story behind that?
So this is the first car that I built, pretty much ever. I was 19 when I started it and 21 when I finished it. So my mom kind of gave it that name because it was basically your first impression of what you could do.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it got that.
That's actually a great name. First impression of what you can do. And you did all the metalwork on this car.
Yeah, so 20 years ago this month, it was on the cover of Custom Classic Trucks in bare metal, with myself even on the cover. And up to that point, I had done everything on it myself.
Wow.
So it didn't run or drive then. It was just bare metal. So I did all the metal. And the only spot where there's no metal is wherever there's a speaker mounted.
Okay.
That's all fiberglass. So and then after that, then my brother wired it, did all the plumbing. My friend Dan Most did the interior. And Rick Valdez out of Lodi, California, did all the body work and paint.
Nice. Tell me a little more about. So you got an LS1 under here.
Yeah. So it's a LS1 out of a '99 Camaro with just a Magnuson supercharger on it, and a Street Performance front drive with 2 alternators.
Did you get a Magnuson to give you this one too?
No, that one was paid for.
That one's paid for.
Yeah.
I think you get like a package deal and he gave you a few.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of sponsors involved with this, but I just, for that big of a ticket item, I just never even thought about hitting them up, really.
Yeah.
But Kicker gave us more than that in speakers for it twice, so.
Oh, wow.
It was in Kicker's booth at SEMA in 2006. It was in DuPont's booth in 2005, so the back part wasn't done. There's the only part not done in 2005. All these subs were in there and the rest of the speakers. So then Kicker asked once that was done if they could use it in their booth in 06, but they changed all the equipment. So we had to change everything out to all the new stuff.
And so you got a bunch of speakers are in the trunk back there?
Yeah, so there's 5,000 watts of speakers total. 2 batteries, its own alternator.
Oh, that's the second alternator to run the sound system. Okay.
2 200 amp alternators. So it's got 2 batteries underneath for the car and the air ride and all that. And then one alternator and 2 batteries for just the stereo.
So how about the chassis on this? Does that have to be completely custom built because of what the car?
So it's based off of like an S10 pickup.
Okay.
It's 108 wheelbase. I'm sorry, 103 wheelbase. It's pretty short. And then it's just kind of cut up. The front of it's got Ride-Tech suspension, Slam Specialties airbags, and then the back has a KP Components 4-link with a cantilever on a Slam Specialties bag with all Ride-Tech valves and controller.
Wow. It's never had been repainted or anything. This is original.
No, original paint.
Original paint.
Yeah, original paint.
Original paint from the first time you built it.
20 years ago.
From when you built it, yeah.
Right around now even. So it was probably finished painted in August-ish probably. So next month will probably be 20 years on the paint, which it's still nice. I mean, it's got its flaws here and there.
Oh, it looks great out in the sun. You can really see the gold pop out. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's quite the beautiful.
That's the only downside to having something like this that you built so long ago, is that when you take it out, people compare this to what you can do now.
Yeah.
And it's not really comparable in quality and stuff, so it's kind of...
Well, the paint might be different, but the metalwork is...
Yeah, there's some things you would do
incredible.
different, you know, if I was to do it today, based on what I've learned in all the years. But I think that goes with anything. You know, whatever I do 10 years from now is probably going to be different from what you do right now.
Yeah, well, the gaps and lines and everything in this are fantastic, so perfect.
I am tired of hearing people say that it's a HHR or a PT Cruiser or an SSR.
I'd be mad if somebody called this a PT Cruiser as mine too. There's nothing like a PT
guy over
Cruiser.
there this morning.
Oh man.
Kit car. Oh, it's all fiberglass. Oh, and finally I was just done. So we go to the Sacramento Autorama, which is a custom show, and we just go in and I'm like, I'm done. We're gonna have a 2020, just park it, lay it out on the ground. And then I had all of the photos from that bare metal photo shoot printed out, and I just put them around the car. And then I walked away. We left the hood closed, left the back closed, nothing was open at all. I think I opened one door, and then at that show we won the most amount of stuff for the car.
Really?
Total, yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just...
That's crazy. You so steering wheel, is this a pretty original steering wheel, or is this
no, that's
custom made to me?
Made by the same guys that did my Woody Roadster, Dean Burris and Jason Hancock. So they built that one. They had a company called Build It. So they had these little additions on the side that I drew up for it.
Okay.
And then, of course, they were like, yeah, we can do that, we can do that. And then when it got time to do it, they're like, well, how are we going to do it? Because you start out with a blank that's already the shape of the steering wheel. So he had like a chopper shop around the corner from them weld those wings on there, and then they had to hand smooth them and polish them and everything. It's actually nice to drive though, because you can kind of just hook your finger right there.
Yeah, it would be. It's really
it's actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Well, that's pretty incredible. Beautiful, beautiful truck.
All right, you want to take it out on the street, see what the supercharger will do?
Yeah, let's do it. This is
okay. I tell you to buckle up, but there's no seatbelts.
No seatbelts.
So
all right,
we'll just do what we do.
I'll trust you.
So back then they were all the Corvettes and the Camaros, 5.7s.
Yeah.
And then the truck 5.3 didn't come out for a little bit after that at all. So that era, you know, the orange is kind of popular in the early 2000s-ish time frame. But the popular one is House of Color Tangelo Pearl, which is like an orange similar to this one, but it doesn't have all the gold that this one has. So this was DuPont Hot Use version of that color pretty much, which is called Tango. But Tango, when you get out in the sun, you really get all that gold and all the highlights and everything that the House of Color version doesn't have. Orange is one of my favorite colors, so I think it's like instilled in me from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah. Every kid grows up watching that. From my era, watching that and wishing they had a Generally of their own.
I tried playing it for my kids. They don't get it yet. I don't know. Maybe they're not quite old enough. Maybe.
Yeah, they go back and look at that old stuff, and the quality it always gets them.
Yeah.
Like, is this even real?
And then you had Wayland through one speaker. You're doing good.
Yeah, we had this. Yeah, a little speaker, and our TV was like. I don't know, it couldn't have been more than like 18 inches. We thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
I remember we watched it on like one of the back tube projector TVs, you know, the backside of it or however they work, the huge things.
Damn, that thing is badass. That thing rips. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for taking me out in it. Thanks for tuning in, guys.